So if you don't know by now, we are in Canada and we stopped in Toronto to see Casa Loma. This is the first and only castle in North America, so we were excited to come and see it. It's been used for various movies, including the X-Men series. So I want to go in there and see where Professor X used to wheel around the halls. And hopefully we'll recognize some of the interior from that. So let's go check it out. Could talk, they would say that the X-Men were here. Well, actually not here, but they filmed here in some of the locations within this North American castle. And it looks very X-Men-ish to me. So apparently Casa Loma played a role in World War II. The exhibit here talks about a Station M program, which was code for a secret manufacturing facility that produced gadgets and covert material for the British security coordination. And so there's evidence that Station M was located within the walls of Casa Loma, and it goes on to say that these events and settings are said to have inspired the James Bond series written by Ian Fleming. The character himself is speculated to have been based on Sir William Stevenson. And I thought this radio book was interesting here because it talks about this book was used to build the Hydra radio station. So if there was any doubt that Captain America's arch nemesis, Hydra, had anything to do with World War II, well, this should set aside any speculation. Hydra is real. So here's some of the interesting gadgets supposedly produced here at Station M. You have a tunic button with a hidden compass inside, I guess if you got lost. There is the lipstick knife for women agents and spies. There is the famous book with the carving out in the center to place a small gun. So, lots of interesting gadgets. Here's another example of where art meets reality, or reality is stranger than fiction. The time pencil detonator. We've seen a couple of those in James Bond movies. I had no idea that this kind of thing was real or was actually being developed outside of a movie studio. So we're at the CC Lounge in Toronto, and this place is pretty cool. They've got a pretty cool vibe here, cages for go-go dancers, and pretty lively music scene. We're here a little early, but this is the back room, and they're having a private event tonight. And we're out in the front getting cocktails. Wow.
It's really, really good. I'll keep it on the table.
Now, who brought? Did someone of you guys get these?
No, it's from us.
Oh, thank you so much. That is so sweet.
Wow. That was strong. Compliments from the owner.
Oh, the music just stopped. It would have been like better if they dropped the bass and we were just on boom, boom, boom. And we're getting a private tour of their whiskey reserve back here.
Is that Canadian? It's Canadian whiskey, but it's also American whiskeys, and they go back way.
My goodness. Oh my God, guys, if you can tell by the sweat, I have been dancing my butt off at the CC Lounge and Whiskey Bar. This place is so incredible. Maybe it's because I'm in my 40s and I haven't been out to a place like this for some time. Actually, I have, but just the owner is great, the host is great. Big shout out to Mitch for making us feel welcome, and we have had a great time. And I had to come out and get some air because I have been dancing my butt off after the great food and the great bourbon, and it's just been such an experience. So if you're in Toronto, I highly recommend this place. Definitely a lot of fun. So come out, see it, awesome time. We're at the Clover Bar in Toronto, and we've had a couple beers. And it's about 1:30, and we're still drinking.
Let me fix my hair up.
Fix your hair.
Okay, how do I look?
You look good.
You gonna travel with Trey, my son?
Maybe if this works.
Maybe.
So this is my
He might
dad.
edit me out, I hope not.
This is my dad, and we've been drinking all night. This is our last bar stop. So
We're in Toronto at the Clover.
Clover, yeah, an Irish bar. So we're having a good time. Remember to travel with Trey when you're drinking too, right?
Right, travel with Trey. He's my son, and he does a good job.
Yes, because you'll drink some great beer, or at least you'll live vicariously through me as we drink some great beer.
Right.
So.
He does a good job. He doesn't stutter over his work. He knows does his research.
Thank you. Glowing
night.
endorsement. Good night.